CKTB.
Welcome back to the program. Tim Dennis away today. He'll be back on Monday. Lee Sterry here in the chair. It's 10 minutes before 8 now, 7:50 at CKTB. And this is the time that we set aside to talk with people that can help us understand a little bit more about the wonderful things that happen at the Niagara Children's Center. It's the Help Kids Shine campaign 2015. And on the phone with us this morning are the parents of Lucia Miranda. And I hope I'm pronouncing her first name correctly. Juan and Heather, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Did I get Lucia's name right?
Yeah.
You did.
Okay, good. Because that's where we start. Can't start on the wrong foot here. Now, I just ran down a very little bit of your story prior to the break. You're a busy family like all families are. Only you've got this extra stress in your lives that has been with you for a while, and I know the Niagara Children's Center has helped out a lot. Tell us Lucia's story. Who wants to begin?
Well, Lucia was born actually 3 years yesterday, and we found out just after she was born that she has Down syndrome. So she has difficulties with speech and with motor development, so her large muscles and her small muscles as well.
And she was born with another problem as well, though.
Oh, yes. Well, she had, that was the major problem that she was born with. She had a large hole in her heart, so she needed heart surgery at 4 months of age.
What does that, I realize this is probably a ridiculous question, but how do you react when you hear news like that? What does that feel like?
Well, I guess shocking is the first thing. Actually, I remember vividly my first thoughts when I came home, and I don't know how I feel about them now, but I'll share them because they were what I really felt. I was concerned, what was going to be of Lucia's older brother. I've done work with disabled kids, and I grew up with a good friend of the family that has disabilities, and I know how much time and effort, it takes to give those kids the attention they need. And I instantly thought of my oldest son of, boy, are we going to not have the time for his pursuits? And that was my initial fear of having a child with disabilities, was what happens with the other sibling.
And I think that's a fair and honest reaction that most people have. Not a lot of people would put it into words as you have, but I'm sure that's pretty common.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can be honest. We went ahead and had another child, so obviously we had enough time. And I don't know. It's been a little bit of an adventure, and just like any other siblings, Lucia and her older brother Max, and now Joseph, the younger one. I don't know. They fight and play and do all the things that siblings are meant to do. So yeah.
That's good. Now, when were you first put in touch with the Niagara Children's Center?
Actually, immediately. We have a great pediatrician, Dr. Spada, in St. Catharines, and right away, right after diagnosis, she said, going to put us in touch with the Children's Center. Really, programming wouldn't start until she was older than 6 months. So yeah, that's once she hit around that 6-7 month mark, we started the journey with the Children's Center.
And what is that journey? Now, I'm assuming that the surgery was successful.
Yes.
Okay, so do you still have to worry about the heart issue, or is that now finished and she's through that for good?
Well, we because of the heart surgery, she actually had a pacemaker implant. So we just have to go get checkups with a cardiologist to check on the function of her heart once a year, and then we're up to sick kids also twice a year to check on her pacemaker and make sure that it's still working well and doing what it's supposed to do. So we do have a few extra appointments, but 3 in a year isn't really a big deal.
Right. Now, what is the process and the program that you've gone through with the Children's Center now? Where are you in the development and your processes?
Okay, well, since she started at 6 months, we've been there, I'd say on average once or twice a week. And like I said, working on various things. So speech has been a big thing. Also just physiotherapy, helping her learn to walk, and her occupational therapy, so helping her to use her little hands. So right now, I think we're more focused on, it seems, occupational therapy, but, last month we were focused on speech, and prior to that we were focused on physiotherapy. So through all of that, she has learned how to talk, and she's saying a few words, and she's putting a few words together right now at 3 years old. She's signing as well to communicate what she can't through speech. She's also, I don't know if I already said, but she just started walking about 6 months ago, I'd say, and now she's working on things that she'll be needing for school, like how to use a pencil and how to cut with scissors and stuff like that. So just kind of preparing her for life beyond the Children's Center at when she goes into school.
Now, what are some of the benefits that you've derived? I assume setting goals and having a program must help you feel somewhat confident that you're headed in the right direction.
Absolutely. When she was born, children with Down syndrome, there's no, you can't predict how well or how quickly they're going to develop. So, I had no idea, nor her father, what is she going to be able to do? When is she going to be able to do it? So the Children's Center has been very good about sort of showing us her strengths and her weaknesses, and then from there setting realistic goals so that we can move forward with her.
And you're confident that she's going to be able to develop what she needs to develop to at least somewhat get some, to bring her closer to being on par with other children?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're very lucky. She's also a very bright little girl, but with the help of the Children's Center, for sure, I think she'll get to where she needs to be before she starts school in a couple of years. And hopefully from there, we've been given the tools from the Children's Center to help her learn as well as we can. So we sort of have an idea of how we need to help her through the practice that we've done with these people, with this group of people for the last 3 years.
So now, how long will you be working with the center, with Lucia? Is this an ongoing issue, or is there somehow at some point a time when you will not require their support any longer?
Well, we're with them up until she starts school is the goal.
Okay.
Right now, she's been accepted to the preschool program, which will begin in September. So that'll be, I don't know, for lack of a better word, a more rigorous program to get her ready for school. The aim of the Children's Center for Lucia is to get her ready to go to school when she's supposed to go to school. If we can meet that milestone, then off she'll go to school, and our days at the Children's Center will sort of be at an end, although I kind of feel like now they'll never end. So in the sense that, once you learn about this place, I don't know, you just kind of want to be a part of it. That's how I feel about the Children's Center now. So.
What are some of the things that we haven't touched on maybe yet that jump out at you, are worthy of mention about the support you get from the center?
Plenty of things. Not just the program and all of that, but just a real sense of community. We took a course with the speech therapist Tara called "It Takes Two to Talk," and it was 3 hours every week, but it was just learning how to develop communication with the children, and it was a group setting, so you saw other parents with kids with other disabilities, and just a lot of camaraderie and sharing and just ideas. We're having a problem with this. Oh, well, we did this. So just community is I think the greatest asset that the Children's Center provides for families. And
some sense that you're not in this alone either, I would think.
No, absolutely. It's always nice to have friends and family, but those families with kids that have disabilities just have that deeper understanding of what you're going through, I guess. And it's just, just that idea sharing. Like, maybe other parents, and I shouldn't say that. I know other parents struggle with their kids. We have 2 kids that also we have to have ideas for, and we've even applied things from the Children's Center to our kids, our 2 other sons. So there's good lessons to be learned there for all walks of life. But, just that idea sharing, potty training, for example, you think, oh, it's potty training, just potty training. But, with a child with disabilities, it could be, perhaps a bigger struggle. And just the idea sharing for me was great. And then not only that, once again, I can't reiterate, like, the community, that sense of just that bond between the people.
Juan, Heather, thank you very much for joining us. And I know sometimes it's not easy to take your story public, but we really appreciate it. It always helps to help us understand what the center does and how families around Niagara are helped. You folks have a great weekend, and our best to Lucia.
Thank you. You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Find all of the information on how you can help. All of this takes money. None of it happens for free. 610cktb.com or helpkidsshine.com.